guys, welcome to my Microsoft PowerPoint tutorial. In this tutorial you are going to learn everything about the start screen, and also you are going to learn how to build a beautiful slide with pictures, icons, screenshots and so on. And also I'll be teaching you how to create beautiful icons using the shape tools. Then you're also going to learn about working with charts, how to insert chart in your presentation. And we are also going to do a little project on how to create a quiz app in Microsoft PowerPoint. Very easy and simple. Also, we look at how to create a beautiful animation scene in Microsoft PowerPoint by using the various animations that we have. Also, you are going to learn how to create master slide, how to create a custom layout in Microsoft PowerPoint. If you have PowerPoint installed on your system, you can go to Start, you can click on Start and type PowerPoint. And before you finish typing PowerPoint, you have PowerPoint here. Just click on PowerPoint. The first thing you see after launching your PowerPoint is the Start screen. On the Start screen, you have three sections. You have the Home, the New, and the Open. If you click on Home, you have the first section. You have the first section at the top. That is selecting your presentation from blank presentation or choosing a theme. If you click on blank presentation, it means you are going to apply background design and the font style by yourself. But if you click on any of the available themes here, you have a beautiful slide already designed with background and font style. So you can change this background and you can change this text. Also, if you need more theme, you can click more theme and you have more theme from Microsoft. Now, another option that you have here is you can start your presentation by using template. So you can type business template in the search box. Now you have some examples of business template that you can work with. So if I click the first one and I click on create, you have already designed business presentation right here that you can start editing. So all you need to do is just to click on the first slide and put in your title here. Click on the second slide, put in the content, click on the fifth slide, replace the content that you have here. So on the start screen, you can start your presentation by clicking on blank presentation or selecting theme, or by clicking on any template relating to the content that you want to present. Still on the start screen, you have this down part, this down section. You have the recent, where you have your recent files, all your recent files that you have worked on. The pinned section, if you pin any of your file, the recent files, if there's a file that you use often, you can click on the pin. This is presentation 2. I've pinned the presentation 2. If I go to my pin, I'm going to see it right here. Now, the essence of pinning a presentation or a file is for easy access. You have shared with me. If a file is shared with you on Microsoft account, it's going to be available right here. You can as well search for the file name. If I'm looking for a file, HTML, for example, I'm going to click on the file, and HTML file is going to open. So on the start screen, you have this section, recent pin shared with me. You can start your presentation for blank presentation, choose a theme, or you choose a template. Now if I go to new, you have similar similar interface with what you have in the home. Then open. If you want to open a saved file, you can see from your presentation files, or if you save it in any of this folder, in your document folder, you can easily access it here. Or if it's on your desktop, you can browse locations on your system that you save your file, and all you need to do is to click on the file and open it. If the file was shared with you, you can click here and the file will be available here. At the down part of the start screen, you have account, feedback, and options. Account. Basically, you have your Microsoft account information, and you can change Office background from here. If I hover my mouse over all of this, you are going to see that at the top right corner of my screen, you are going to see some changes. So I'm going to leave it as calligraphy. Office theme, you can as well change your office theme. If I change to colorful, you can see that my theme has changed to colorful, but I'm going to leave it as dark gray. Feedback, you can send a smile to Microsoft, send a frown, or send a suggestion. For options, you can as well change your background and also change your theme. Also, you can customize your ribbon. If there is a tool that is not available in your ribbon, this is your ribbon area, that is not available in your ribbon, you can come to customize ribbon and select the particular tool that you want. If I click on main tab, for example, and I go to draw, and I come right here and I click on the plus button to display all the tools under draw. If there's a tool that is not here and the tool is here and I want to send it here, I can click, then I click on add, then you're going to send it here, then you'll be able to use it within your ribbon. So basically that's what you do with PowerPoint options. Now that we understand the start screen, let us click on blank presentation and start exploring the features within PowerPoint application. Now, in PowerPoint application, this area is referred to as a slide area. This side is thumbnail. At the bottom here, the tools at the bottom here, they are all referred to as status bar. Then at the top, we have the ribbon. We have the ribbon. Within the ribbon, we have the tabs. You have File, Home, Insert, Draw, Design, and so on. Now, in each tab, we have command groups. Under Home, we have Undo, Clipboard, Slides as command groups, Font, Paragraph. Under Insert, we have command groups as well. So those are the basic terminologies you need to know about Microsoft PowerPoint. The first is the slide area. You have the thumbnail, you have the status bar, and you have the ribbon. So a collection of tabs is referred to as the ribbon, and a collection of command groups is referred to as the tab. Now let's start with the Home tab. If you click on Home, you have your text box right here. So I can delete any of the text box, or I can click to start typing. Computer. Now under the Home, you have Cut, Copy, Paste, and you have Format Painter. You have Undo and you have Redo. If I click here, it's going to undo, and if I click, you can see my computer is back. Also, if I highlight or I click on the text box, I can cut and I can paste. If you cut, it moves it, but if you copy, it duplicates it. So if I copy computer, for example, it's going to duplicate it, and I click on paste. Slides. Under the slide, you can create a new slide depending on the content that you want, that you have. If you have two contents, you select two contents slide. If you have comparison, you want to compare between two things, you select comparison slide. Now we have the slide layout. Now if I click on two contents and you realize that what you want to put in this slide is just title, so you can change the layout to title and it's going to change. Or if you realize that all you want is a blank slide, you can click on blank and it's going to give you blank. You can reset your slide as well. And we have sections. You can use sections to add sections to the thumbnail area. Now let's say the first part of my presentation, I want it to be topic on computer basics. So I'm going to add section. I will click on add section and I will title it Computer Basics. I'll click rename. I have Computer Basics here. So the content of slide 1, slide 2 and 3 will be all about computer basics. Now my second section, I want it to be history of computer. So you can right click and click on add section and give it title history of computer and click rename, and I'm going to add slide as well. You can right click to add your slide, or you click and hit the enter key to add a new slide, and you can go to your layout to change the layout of the slide. So we have two sections, basic computer basics and history of computer. So that is all about the slide. The font command group, if I have a text, computer, and I have computer, I have hardware. Computer consists of hardware and software. Under my font command group, I can highlight or click on the text box. If I click on bold, it's going to bold my text, italics, underline, and you have text shadow. Now I can change my font style, and I can increase my font by clicking on this, and I can decrease it by clicking on this. I can come here directly and choose any number to increase it, or type directly. Now, if I want to highlight a word, I can use text highlight. You can choose any option to highlight any text, any word that you want to highlight within your content. I can change my text color. Click any color is going to apply it to your text. Then here you have clear formatting. If you click on this, it's going to clear all the formatting that you have on your text. Under paragraph, we have bullets. So I'm going to type examples of hardware. So we have input, output. We have input and output for now. Under software, we have application software and system software. Now, as you can see, by default, I have bullet. So I'm going to highlight to change the bullet. Click, and you have different types of bullet that you can apply. Now we have second level bullets. Under input, I want to put mouse and keyboard, but I don't want it to be on the first level. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit my tab key, and it's going to send it, it's going to decrease it. So I will type mouse, and I will type keyboard. Now I want to send it back to the first level. You're going to hit on the shift and tab key to send it back to the first level. Then I'm going to type storage. Now you can use shortcut keys to achieve this, or I can highlight and come up here. We have decrease list level. Then here you have increase list level. So you can use this shortcut by pressing tab is going to increase it, and by pressing shift and tab is going to decrease it. Here you have line spacing. As you can see, the effect on the list. Now you have alignment. If I click on this, you can align to the center, right, left, center. You have one column, two columns. So your text can be in one column and in two columns. Text direction. As you can see, the effect on the text. Then here you have align text. Align text, top, middle, bottom. You can see the text. You can see the effect on the text. Now, this is Smart Art. Smart Art is very important in creating a beautiful presentation, especially when you are working with lists. So I'm going to click on my list box and click on Smart Art. You can see you can use any of this Smart Art to bring out a beautiful list style. You can click on more Smart Art graphics for more options. Under list, you have a lot of options that you can make use of. You have process, hierarchy, relationship. If I click on this and I click on OK, it's going to give my list a beautiful graphics. Under the Smart Art styles or Smart Art design, you can choose any option that you want, and here you can change the color of your Smart Art, and also you can change the layout of your Smart Art. Smart Art is good in in working with list. And that is all about the paragraph, the drawing tab. We are still going to come across shapes under our insert tab, the drawing tab. Now I'm going to select a blank slide. If we click on shapes, we have all of these shapes that you can make use of. You have rectangle, you have basic shapes, block arrows, and so on. If I click on rectangle, and I'm going to select another shape, oval shape. If you are working on any shape, once you draw the shape, you are going to see shape format. If you click on shape format, you have tools that will allow you to format your shape. Now in this shape, you have the shape fill. It means the shape color. So I'm going to change the shape color to red. Then the lines, the line is referred to as shape outline. I'm going to give it a color of orange. And I'm going to increase the outline, the width. Then you have shape effect. You can apply shadow to your shape. You can apply the inner shadow and perspective. So that is that about shape. I'll go back to my home tab. Under the home tab, you have arrange. If I place this shape on this rectangular shape, and I want to send this rectangular shape to the front, I'm going to click on arrange and click. Since my oval is active, I'm going to send it to the back of the rectangular shape. Send to back. As you can see, the rectangular shape is now at the front. Now I can as well group my shape by clicking on Control and clicking on the second shape to select both shapes. Go to Arrange and click on Group. It's going to combine the two shapes together. You have position objects. You can align just like test alignment. You can align to left, align to center. You can as well rotate. You can rotate left 90 degrees, right 90 degrees, flip vertical, and so on. Here you have quick style. I'm going to ungroup. Under quick style, you can change the style of your shape by selecting any of the styles here. So here you have shortcuts to fill color, or if you don't want a fill color, you can select no fill. Or let's say you want to select a color from a diagram or from within PowerPoint page. You can click on eyedropper tool and select any color of your choice, and it's going to fill it. You can select. So that is the function of the eyedropper tool. Here you have shape effect. So that is all about shapes. Now we go back to our text. Under editing, you have find, replace. If you are looking for a word, you can type it here and click on find. we couldn't find what you were looking for, if I type the word mouse and click on find, it's going to highlight the word mouse if it's within this slide. This is mouse here. And you can also replace a word. You can select object, and you can select word as well. Now this is dictate, and we go to empty slide. I will change this layout to blank and look for a text box. Now if I click on dictate and I have my microphone connected, I can start speaking. Hello, welcome to my PowerPoint tutorial. In this tutorial, you are going to learn all the main features that you have within PowerPoint. If you are using PowerPoint 2007, 2010, 2013, 16, 19, and the latest version, which is 2021, you can follow along in this tutorial. The version I'm using is Microsoft PowerPoint 365. Now, as you can see, it's typing automatically what I'm dictating, and that is the function of dictate. So I'm going to stop it. So that is all about the home tab. We have the design ideas here. So design idea is just going to give you an idea of how your slide, give you an idea of how your slide could look like. So if you like any of the ideas, you can select any of the design ideas, but you have to be online to have access to these features. Now the next tab I want us to look at is the Insert tab. Clicking on Insert button, under the Insert button we have several commands. We have discussed the slide command under Home tab. So we are going to start with the table command. If you click on table, you can create table in PowerPoint, or you just click on Insert table and you type the number of columns that you want in your table here. Columns are vertical aspects of your table, while rows are horizontal aspects of your table. I'm going to put 5 rows here and click enter. Now this is my table. You can click and start typing on your table. So this is how you create table. So you can click here and type. Now you have table style. You can select any style that you want. You have light, medium, and dark. So it depends on what you want for your presentation. Now you can adjust the shading, the borders, and effect. If you click on borders, you can give it all border, and also you have draw borders and other formatting that you can do under table design. Then you have table layout as well, so you can insert additional column above or below. If you right click, you also have that option of inserting columns and rows to your table. So you can insert above, you can insert below, you can insert right, and you can as well merge cell. If you highlight these two cells and you click on merge, it's going to merge these two cells to one. And you can also split cells. So under table design and table layout, you have a lot of formatting tools that you can use to work on your table. Now the next is images. Under images we have pictures. If you click on pictures, you can get pictures from your computer. If you have pictures on your computer, you click this device. If you click this device, it's going to take you to the locations where you have your pictures. So you can select locations where you have your picture or your image. If I click on picture and I go to this folder, I'm going to upload this. I'm going to insert this. There's a picture, and just like your table, you have picture format. So here you have picture style. You can select any style of picture that you want. Then you have a picture border, picture effect, and picture layout. Now also, if you can remove background from your picture. If you click on remove background, you have mark areas to keep, areas that you want to keep. So if I highlight on this part, it's going to remove the paint that is covering that particular area. So I will continue to click. It will be better that I use a picture with real background, but I can still make use of this. So if you're okay with this, you click on keep changes. Now you have color, so you can change the color of your image or picture, and you have artistic effect, you have transparency effect as well. So it depends on what you're working on. It depends on your creative ability and what you are doing for your presentation. Now, apart from getting picture or images from your system, you can get pictures online, or you can get pictures through stock images. If I click on stock images, but your system must be connected to use this feature. So under stock images, you have a lot of images that you can make use of. You can type directly. If I type computer and I hit the enter key, it's going to show me pictures of computers that are available. So if you want cut out people, stickers, video, illustrations, and so on, you can, or you type directly what you want, and it's going to bring out what you type. So you can also get pictures online. You can use the online picture tool. You can type what you want here. If I type animated background, and I hit the enter, so I have the options of animated background. So whatever you want to type, and you are going to get, so that's how you get pictures for your presentation. Now if you are using lower version and you don't have access to stock images, or you want to download pictures on your system so that you can import it from your system, you can go to your browser and go to Pixabay, pixabay.com. In Pixabay.com, you have photos, illustrations, vectors, videos, music, and sound effects. So all you need to do is to type. If I type computer under photos, so I have high quality images that I can use for my presentation. All you need to do is just click, and you can download for free high quality image. So You can bring it to your presentation after downloading it and use it for your presentation design. So we have screenshots. Now if you want to use the screenshot, you need to display or open what you want to screenshot, the file or the web page or the particular file that you want to take screenshot from. You have to open the page. For example, if I want to take screenshots of this background, of this part of my background, I'm going to click on screenshot, and screen clipping is going to minimize my PowerPoint, and I can then do a screenshot, and it's going to bring it directly to my slide. Now if you see something on a browser that you want to screenshot, let's say I want to screenshot this computer directly, I'll click on screenshot, screen clipping. It takes me to my browser because it's open, and I'm going to screenshot this and takes it directly to my presentation. So that is how to use screenshots. Now you have photo album. You can create a photo album. All you need to do is just click on it and insert your photos. Just from file, just click on these and insert all of your photos to create the photo album. The next thing I want us to discuss is illustrations. Illustrations are powerful in Microsoft PowerPoint. Under illustrations, we have shapes, icons, 3D models, smart art. We've discussed smart art under Home tab, and we have charts. So for shapes, we have many shapes that you can use for your presentation. And you can also use shapes to create simple icons depending on your creativity. So quickly, I'm going to create two icons. The first one is going to be a fish icon. So I'm going to select my oval shape, draw it like this, go back to my shape and select moon shape and draw moon shape like this, and I'll return it like this and drop it here. Ctrl D to duplicate. I'll move it to the middle and increase it. Move it here and increase it. The next thing I want to do is to create the mouth. So I'm going to look for triangular shape. I'm going to turn it and move it here, and I'm going to click on the body of the fish, hold my control, click on the triangle. Under shape format, I'm going to click on this arrow where I have merge shapes and subtract, as you can see. Then the last thing I'm going to create the eyes. We'll go to my shape, select an oval shape and draw my circle. Go to shape fill, fill it with color white, and select oval shape again and draw a small oval shape. Fill it with color black and move it inside the eyes. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to hold my control and select, and I'll go to merge. Under merge shape, click the arrow and click union. Then I'm going to group everything by highlighting everything. Right click, you go to group and click on group. Then this is a fish icon. Now the next icon I want to draw with my shape tool is a computer. So I'm going to select rounded corner rectangle like this. Then I'll select rectangular tool I'm going to change this to black, shape fill to black, the inner rectangle, shape fill white. I will select another rectangle, I'm going to fill it with black, outline, no outline, then select rectangle, fill it with black, outline, no outline, then I will select rounded rectangle to draw my system unit, fill it, I'm going to fill this with black as well, select a rectangle, fill it with white, Ctrl D to duplicate it, bring it down like this, and I will select my oval shape, draw the power button, and I will fill it with white. Then I'm going to group everything together. Right click and group, and this is my computer icon. So you can do a lot with the shape tool depending on your creativity. Now, still under illustrations, you have icons. If you click on the icon command, and you have several icons that you can use with your presentation here, or you type whatever icon you are looking for and it's going to bring it up. If you want to insert any of these icons, just click and hit the insert key, and it's going to download into your slide. Now, the icon command 3D models are not available in 2010 and 2013. If you are using 2019 and 2021 or Microsoft 365, you are going to see the icons and 3D models command. So 3D models, if you click on it and you are connected, you are going to see 3D object that you can use as well in your presentation. So you have a lot of examples here. You can also type whatever you are looking for. If I am looking for human skeleton, so you can type and it's going to show you different examples of human skeleton. I'm going to select the first one and click insert, and it's going to download it onto your slide. Okay, so now that you have your 3D object downloaded, there is this symbol at the middle, this 3D symbol at the middle, so you can use this to rotate it clockwise, anti-clockwise. You can show the back side of it, you can show the side, and you can show it 360, show any part of it. That's why it's 3-dimensional. So if you are using 2019, 2020 or Microsoft 365, you have access to icons and 3D commands. Now the last command I want us to look at under illustration is chart. If you want to use charts to illustrate points within your presentation, you have all kinds of charts depending on your content that you can pick. So I'm going to use pie charts as an example. All you need to do is select the chart, then the chart type, and click OK. So you have an Excel sheet that will allow you to enter your data. I want to prepare a computer sales report, so I'm going to put product here, products. Then here I'm going to put mouse, keyboard, monitor, printer, And you can change the values that you have here. I'm going to change this to 560, 446, 378, 589. Okay. Now you can add more value. This is an Excel sheet. You can even perform calculation. So, once you are through entering your data, you can close the Excel sheet. Now, if you want to format your chart, you have chart style under chart design, and you have format. You have chart design. If you want to change the color of your chart, you can do that here. You can add chart elements. Example is chart title. There's a shortcut right here. You have chart title, chart data. If you want to create chart data, and you have legend, or you want to remove the title, or you can add the title. Just double click and type your title. Then here you have your chart style, just like what you have here, and also you have filter. You have chart filter here. If you want to display only mouse and keyboard, just uncheck monitor and printer and apply, and you have only mouse and keyboard. So that's all you have under illustrations. We have add-ins. Add-ins are software that can enhance or that can give additional functionalities to your PowerPoint application. So if I click on Get Add-ins, it's going to take me to Microsoft Store, where I have free add-ins and where I have add-ins that you can also pay for. So let's say you're an educator. You can click on education, and let's say you want to create quizzes or embed surveys within your presentation, and you don't have that function within PowerPoint. So you can actually add an add-in to your PowerPoint that will allow you to create quizzes. You have a PP timer. Insert a timer into your PowerPoint presentation, but this one comes with additional purchase. Additional purchase may be required. You have Pixabay comic character. If you're a primary school teacher and you use a lot of comic character in your presentation, you can install this add-in. Like here, I have open Pixels. I install this add-in. It gives me access to quality photos. Then we have Zoom. I'm going to click on this side and change the layout to blank. I'll go back to my inserts. Now for Zoom, you have slide zoom, section zoom, summary zoom. If you decide to do slide zoom and you click on slide zoom, so it's going to display all the slides that you have in your presentation. And if you want to zoom on all this slide, or you want to zoom on all the slides, you can select all of the slides, but I want to use these 3 slides as an example. I'm going to click on Insert, and I'm going to arrange this. I'm going to put this here and put this here. Now, if I go to my slideshow, I can use this one slide to present these 3 slides by clicking. If I click on the first, it's going to zoom in on it, and I'm going to present it. If I click again, it's going to take me back. I click on this slide, it's going to zoom in on this slide again. If I click, it's going to take me back and click on the last slide as well. So that's the function of Zoom. So you can do the same with section zoom. The section zoom is going to capture the section of your slide. If you use the section zoom, for example, it's going to capture all the slides you have within this section, table, images, and illustration. And if it's this second section that you capture, it's going to also capture all the slides that you have in that section. If I click on section zoom, we have section 1, which is table, images, and illustration, section 2, and all of that. So the next thing I want to talk about is links. Now I have created a short quiz to explain how to use link. So all I did is just use a text box to type question, then use your shape, use my shape tool. I'll go to my shape and draw this rectangle and change the color, change the fill color to red, and also right click and click edit text and type the number. So I highlighted this number to increase it, then I copy and paste, or I duplicated to have number 2, 3, and so on. So now I want to link my first question. The other thing I did was to type my question. You type your question. I have question 1 typed already, question 2, question 3, then I have my answers typed as well. So I will go back to my question home page and click on question 1. I'm going to link. I'm going to click on link. Then I will link place in this document. I'm going to use place in this document because you can link to an external document or a web page. So place in this document, and I'm going to link my first question to slide 8 where I have my question 1. I'm going to click OK. Then I will link my question 2 to slide 9. So I will click on link, then I will click on slide 9. I'll click OK. Question 3, I'm going to link it to slide 10. That's where I have question 3. So click on link, slide 10, and OK. Now my answers, after displaying the question, I would like to go back to my home page, which is slide 7. So if you go to shapes and you come down here, you're going to see action button. So I select the home action button. Okay, this is the wrong button, sorry. So I'll go to my insert and shapes, select my home button, and also link it to my question slide. I'm going to click on slide and link it to slide 7. Slide 7, that's where the home page for the question and answer. I'm going to click OK and OK. So I just copy this and paste on all of the question and answer slides so that I can click on it to take me back to my home page. So that's how to use link. You can actually use link to create a simple quiz. Now let's see how this works. Let's go to our slideshow, and if I click on question 1, this is my question 1. If I click on home page, I can click on answer to question 1 and it's going to show me answer. Click on home page to take me back to my question home. Question 2, mouse is an example of input device. Yes. I click on home page, answer to my question 2 is yes, option A. Go back to my home page, and so on. So that is how to use link. Also, you can link to a web page. If you want to link a part of your presentation to an external file, this could be an external Microsoft Word file or external PowerPoint file or a web page, just click and go to your link, and you select existing file or web page. then you paste your web link here. So if I copy this link and paste here and click OK, if I go to my slideshow and click on this number 1, it's going to take me to that particular web page. Okay, so that is how to use link and action. Now you can use comments on any of your slides. If you click on comment, if you want to comment on this slide, just click on comments and you should be able to add comment to this slide. Probably you want to share this presentation with someone and you want the person to adjust certain content or to continue working on the particular slide, you can put a comment right here. Then text box. If you're using text box, you just click on text box and you draw text box basically to type. So whatever you want to type, you can use text box to do that. And also we have header and footer. So if you click on header and footer, you can add date, you can add slide number, and you can add footer. So if I want to use futurist ICT solution as my footer, then I want my slide to have slide number and also date and time. I'm going to check this as well. If I don't want it to have slide number, I'm going to check this. Then for my footer, then if you want to apply to all of the slide, you apply. If you want to apply to only at the active slide, which is slide 6, you click apply. So I'm going to apply to all, and you can see I have futurist ICT solution here. This is my slide 6, and I have date right here. So that is how to apply header and footer. Then you have word art. You can use word art to create a beautiful text. So here I can type computer, and I can change the color field, the text color. I can change the outline as well. And you can change the style. And so on. Still under insert, we have symbols. We have symbols and we have equations. So you have access to equation, and if you click on symbols, you have access to all kinds of symbols. If you need symbol for your presentation, and we have video. If you have video on your system that you want to use, you can get stock video and you can get online video, just like you have in pictures. It applies to videos as well. Then audio, you can bring in audio from your PC, or you can record audio. If you click on record audio, then you can click on this red circle to start recording yourself. Open Pixel. Pixel is an add-in that I installed. So this add-in basically will allow me to get quality images for my presentation. So that is all about insert. So the next thing we'll be looking at is the draw, design, and transition all together. Draw, design, and transition. Now that we've learned about the Insert tab, the next tab is the Draw tab. The Draw tab is not available in 2007, 2010, 2013. The draw tab is available in 2019 and 2021, and also in Microsoft 365. So I'm going to click on the draw tab. If you click on the draw tab, you have these command groups. You have drawing tools, stencils, convert, and replay. Now here you have your a tool to select an object. So if I pick a pen, I draw a rectangle, and if you want to select this object, you can just click on this select object tool to select the object, and you can convert this ink to shape. You can click on ink to shape, then it's going to convert it to a proper shape, as you can see. Now we have different types of pen. We have the cleaner. Then this is another selection tool, but this one you have to draw around the shape that you want to select. This is eraser. Then we have this is pen 0.5 mm, and this is another pen 3.5 mm, and you have highlighter. So if you right click on this pen, you can modify the pen. You can select the thickness of the pen, how thick you want the pen to be. Then you can select colors and effect. So if I select this effect, for example, and I come here and use this pen to do this, I'm trying to write thank you. So that's one of the things you can use the pen to do. And you can actually click on ink replay, and it's going to play how the thank you was drawn. Then if I click on my selection tool to highlight, or you can click on this other one to draw around your highlight, and I can convert to text, the ink to text. The other one we used was to convert ink to shape. This one can be converted to text. If I click on ink to text, it's going to convert this thank you to a proper text, to a typed text, as you can see. So now here I have thank you. So the T is missing, but I can include it. So if you want to convert your ink to text, you can use convert into text, ink to shape as well. If I draw an oval shape with my pencil, I can convert it to an oval shape. You can convert it to a circle shape. I'm going to use this other selection tool. Like I said, you are going to draw around your shape or around your text to highlight it, and you can now click on ink to shape. If you click on ink to shape, then it's going to convert it to shape, as you can see right here. Okay, for the last time, I'm going to have 2x squared plus 3x squared equals 0. I can click on replay to play this, and I'm going to highlight and click on ink to matte, and it's going to convert it. So that is how to make use of ink to math. And the other tool we have here is the stencil, the ruler. So if you need to draw a line, so you can just pick up the pen, and I'm going to draw a straight line here. Then I will move the ruler up again and also draw another line right here, and I can click on the ruler to take it out, and I can hit my selection tool to move this line around. So that's what you use the stencil for. So that is all about the drawing tool. The next tool I want us to see is the design. In the design tab, you can select any theme of your choice. If you click on this arrow, you have more options, and you can select any theme. If you select a theme, you have variants, so you can select from different color variants. So we have this color, and you can select depending on the one that you want. You can click for more options, click on the color. If you click on color, then you have all kinds of color combinations that you can make use of. Then here we have format background. So you can format your slide background or your presentation background anyhow you want it. You can use solid color. If you want to use solid color, you have more options here that you can select from, and you can adjust transparency of that color. Then we have gradient option. You can select from select different colors for your gradient, and you can also change the type of gradient. This is linear, we have radial, we have rectangular, we have path. I'm going to select rectangular, and you can determine where your gradient starts and where it stops, and adjust your gradient here. Then position is 70%. You can adjust the position as well here. Then you can apply it to all slide. If I click on apply to all slide, it's going to apply it to all of the slides. So you can also insert pictures or texture as your background. So if for texture, if you click on this, you have options. You have options that you can work with. And you can also apply to all. As you can see here, that's apply the texture to all of my slides. And if you want to use picture, you can insert picture from a file on your system. You can insert picture from stock images, from online pictures, and from icons. So if I click from a file, that is, I want to pick a picture from my system, I can go to where the picture is on my system and insert the picture. So I can apply it to all of the slide, or just leave it in this slide 7. So you can as well hide background if you want to hide background. And you have pattern fill. So if you want to use pattern fill, you can choose any of this pattern. You have a foreground color. You can change the foreground color and the background color. So it depends on what you want. So you can actually customize or format your background if you don't want to use theme. So if you are selecting any theme, for your slide or your presentation, we have variants that you can select from. You can select from any of these variants. And that is all for design. The next tab is transition. If we click on transition, we have so many transition examples that you can select from, but I will advise you not to use transition that will distract your audience from you and from your topic of discussion. You should use a simple transition like fade is very okay. Push is also okay. They are very simple transition. Wipe is okay. Split is also okay. Very simple. Reveal is okay. But for a more professional presentation, most of the time they use fade to introduce different slides, because transition is just a way of moving from one slide to another slide. You can use morph as well. Morph is not available in lower versions like 2007, 2010, but morph is available, I think, in 2016, 2019, and 2021, and in Microsoft 365. So this first set of transition can be used because they are simple and they are straightforward. Now, if you need more transition, you can use some of these transition, but if you are not careful, some of these transition will distract your audience from paying attention to whatever you are saying, and they will now the transition may now take their attention. You know, it depends. If you are using this to create 2D animation, then you can use any of these, or 2D adverts. You can use any of the other transition. But if it's for a professional presentation, I will advise that you use fade or any of these simple ones for your transition. Now, if you click any transition, we have effect option. So I choose fade. I'll use smoothly, or you can select through black. If I select push, if you go to effect option, is it from the bottom, from the left, right, or from top? So it's going to push from the top. If you want it to push from the left, you're going to push from the left. So it all depends on the one you are using. If I click on split, if you go to effect option, you have horizontal in, like so, and so on. Then you have your timing here. So you can add sound. If you don't like any of this sound here, you can go to other sound and select sound from your system, and select sound from your system. Then you have duration. Duration is, you can apply duration here, specify the length of the transition. Then you can also apply this particular transition to all, or this particular timing and transition to all. Then on mouse click, if you don't want to use it, if you want your transition to apply after you click your mouse, you're going to select this. But if you want it to apply after certain seconds, you check this, right, and you uncheck this, you check this. So I'm going to check on mouse click. Then after applying your transition, you can click on preview to see it. So you can apply to all, and the transition will be applied to all. Then we have animation. In animation, I'm going to, for animation tab, I'm going to pick this blank presentation, and what I want to do, I'm going to insert, I'll go to my pictures and insert a background. Go to online pictures. I'll go to online pictures and type animated city, animated city. So you can use anything. I would just want to create something. So I'm going to select the first one and insert it. So I'm going to use this as my background to explain the animation tab. I'm going to increase this. Just increase it like this. Okay, I'm going to leave a little bit space. So the next thing I want to bring in is I'm going to go to my insert again, go to pictures, online pictures. I'm going to look for working girl GIF. So GIF is just a picture, an image with a little bit of motion. That is what GIF is. So if you are looking for an image with a little bit of motion, then you can type the image and put GIF in front, so that you get options of pictures with a little bit of motion. So I'm going to insert this. I'll click on insert. Okay, thank God this one is transparent. So but you can, if you insert a GIF file with a background, so you can go back and just put transparent in front, transparent working GIF, and you get the one without a background. So this one is without a background, is very okay. So I'm going to position this here. Now the other thing I want to bring in birds. So you can go to Google. You can go to Google and type animated flying bird GIF. Animated flying bird GIF transparent. So basically I don't want it with a background. That's the essence of putting transparent. So you're going to see so many examples, but I'm going to select this one. I'm going to select this example. Just right click and click Save As to download it to your system. So I already have it downloaded. So I will go to my inserts and go to my pictures and this device. I'll go to my download. This is it. So I'm going to bring it in, and I have the birds here. Okay, so I'm just going to reduce this. Now the next thing I want to do, I will go to insert and pick a text box and draw a text box here and type something inside my text box. I'm going to type beautiful city you can read while walking. So I'm going to highlight this. I can use Ctrl A to highlight, and I'm going to increase the text. Make sure it's two lines. Okay, then I'm going to change the color. Change the color of the text. Apply bold to it. Okay, so now let's go to our animation tab with all of these that I have now. Now you can see you must click on an object for the animation tab to be active or to be activated. So if I click on this test, if I click on the test, you can see that the animation is active now. So the first thing I want to animate is my text, beautiful city you can read while walking. So if I apply appear, you can see it appears, and you're going to see this one here. It means I've applied animation. So I can choose flying, it's going to fly in, and you also have effect option. Flying in, is it from the bottom or from the left, or to fly in from the top? So you can make use of effect option to choose the direction where it will fly in. So floating as well. So you have effect options and all of that, but I'm going to choose appear. Now choosing appear, you have effect option and you have all at once by paragraph, but I want it to appear word by word. I want beautiful to appear first, then city, you can, and so on and so forth. So what I can do to achieve that, I will go to my animation pane, then I can right click and go to effect options, In effect option, animated text, you see all at once. I'm going to click on the down arrow and click by word and click OK. So it's going to come in word by word. The animation is going to come in word by. So you can use the animation pane. You right click for effect option, or you click on this arrow for effect option and timing. So if you want to apply, you can apply more than one animation to an object or to a text. So I've applied my first animation. To apply second, third, fourth, fifth, as many as possible animation that you want to apply, you click on add animation. So you click on the text and you come to add animation. Don't forget we've added the first animation. Look at this animation right here. If you click on this arrow, we have animation, we have entrance, that's the one that will introduce your object. Then you have emphasis. After your object have been introduced, then the animation that you apply while the object is showing, then we now have exit animation. So when your object is, this one will allow your object to go out. Animation that will take your object out. Then we have special animation, motion parts. You can customize the way that your object will appear within your slide. That is motion path. Now we have more entrance effect, more emphasis effect, more exit effect, and you have more motion path effect. So basically you have 4 sections of animation. You have entrance, that will bring your object in. Then you have emphasis. After your object is in, how you want your object to behave while it's in. Then the one that will take your object out, that is exit. Then you now have a motion path that you want to draw your animation yourself. So you want an object to go on a straight line, you're going to click and draw the line. You want the object to move in an arc form, you draw it, and so on and so forth. Then you have custom paths that you can draw anyhow you want. And if you need more animation or more effect, you click on any of this. So now, like I said, we've added our first animation using this animation tab right here. So to add another animation, if you use this tab here, let's say I want to add an emphasis animation. Now I cannot do it from here again. If I select it from here, it's going to remove this and replace it. If I click on this, for example, you see, you just replace it. So I'm going to go to my appear and still go to my effect option to return it back to by word. So I want to apply an emphasis animation. I will go to add animation to do that. You can add as many animations as possible if you click on add animation. So I will go to emphasis. Now after coming in, I want my text to grow and shrink. Okay, I want a complementary color, something like this. So if you want grow and shrink, you have something like this. Or fill color. So I'm going to leave it as fill color. That's, if you look here now, as you're applying is as you use add animation, you can see I've added 3 animations. So I'm going to click on number 3 to delete it and click on number 2 to delete it, so that I have this 1 and 2. So the last one I want to add here is the exit, how my text will exit my slide. So I'm going to click on zoom for that. So we can go to effect options and still select how the animation will zoom out. Now we have time in here, just like you have in transition. And I'm going to start on click. I'm going to choose with previous. So you can say that anytime you click on your mouse, that's when the animation should show. And you have duration, you have delay. You want to reorder the animation, you want to move it, you can do that here anyway. So you have this, and this. So you can decide to move this to the top, or you turn it back. Alright, so now that is how to apply simple animation to your text. So if I click on this and I click on preview, you're going to see that's my first animation appear word for word, then the emphasis, then the exit, which is the zoom. So the next one I want to do is I'm going to apply animation, a motion part animation to this GIF file. So I'll go to my motion parts. Here is motion part. I'm going to click on custom parts, and after selecting the custom parts, then I can draw the part. Okay, so now after drawing the part, once you click OK, it will apply it to your animation. So what I want to do now is on this animation, I'm going to with previous, I'm going to select with previous, and for the bird, I'm also going to, I will click on, I can use a custom part as well, or use loop. So I'm going to use custom part as well, and move them this way. So you can see, you can just draw the part that you want them to move. So you can see that. So, and I'm going to, for start, I'm going to with preview so that everything will happen together. So if I go to my slideshow view and I click, as you can see, beautiful city. Okay, and okay, so that is animation, and that is all about animation. So if you come to animation pane, you can actually adjust a lot about your animation by right clicking. You have effect options, timing, and so on and so forth. So you can pause the video and play with animations, and you are going to be able to create a lot with it. So the next tab is the slideshow. Now under the slideshow, you can start your show from the beginning or from current slide. You have a custom slide. Custom slide will allow you to select some slides that you want to present. If you don't want to present all the slides, so you can just click on new, and it's going to allow you to select some slide that you would like to present. If you don't want to present all the slide, and you can add, but you can also start your presentation from the beginning like this, or from the current slide. So if this is a current slide and I type from current slide, it's going to pick from there, and you can see that. Then rehearse with coach. So if you want to rehearse your presentation, you can use this. Then set up slideshow. You can use it to set up your slideshow, and also hide slide, rehearse timing, and record. You can record. We are going to look at this under record, but you can record your slide, and also you can record screen. So that is that about the slideshow. Now the next is record. Now you can record your slide. If I want to record my slide, for example, if I want to record from the first slide, I can click on this and record from current slide or from the beginning. So if I click from the beginning, it's going to show me this presenter view, and I can click on, as you can see, start recording. If you want to stop recording, you click on stop recording, then you have replay. So to start recording, you click on start recording. Then also you have pencil and different colors here that you can use while recording your slide. either to circle a particular content. So if I click on start recording, and then I'm going to start at hello guys, welcome to my slide recording tutorial. I just want you to know that you can record your slide within PowerPoint, and also you can make use of the pen tool to circle any content that you want to lay emphasis on, and also you can change the color of your pencil to lay emphasis on certain points that so you can basically record your slide. So when you are through recording your slide, you can, if you want to record another slide, you go to you can click to go to the next slide, or use the arrow key to move on to the next slide that you want to record, and you continue talking. This is skeleton, this is computer icon, and all of that. Then if you are through recording, you click on stop. So after clicking on stop, you can now you have a microphone here. You can turn microphone up. This symbol means that there is a sound attached to this, so you can actually hit your escape key to return back to your slide. So now on my first slide, you can see there is a sound here. It means there's a recording here. On my second slide as well, there's a recording here. Then my third slide, there is nothing there because I didn't actually record the slide. So if I play these two slides, you're going to hear me talk. So then still under record, you can do screenshots. We've discussed about screenshots under insert. Then also you can bring in your video. You can bring in video file. You can embed video file in your presentation, and also audio. We've also discussed this. You can save your file as show file, or you can export it as a video. So if you, after recording your slide and you want it to come out as a video file, that is MP4, you just export. If you click on export to video and you click on create video, it's going to convert your presentation to a video file. So the last thing I'll be talking about under this record is screen recording. Screen recording. So to record the screen, it is important to create a slide for it. So I'm going to go to my home and create a blank slide. So in this blank slide now, because if you click here, for example, and you record and you use screen recorder, it's going to replace this file and put the video right here. So I'm going to create a blank slide so that after recording, it's going to put it in my blank slide. So I'll go to record, and because I'm using the screen recorder right now, the PowerPoint screen recording right now is not enabled. But I'm going to make another video that I will explain how to use. It's very simple. Just click on screen recording. Make sure you have a blank slide. Click on screen recording, and it's going to ask you, as you can see at the top here, it's going to ask you to select areas that you want to record within your laptop. So if you within your system, so if you want to record the whole screen, then it's going to ask you to mark the whole screen. Then you make sure that your microphone is well connected, and you're going to see the record button. Once you press the record button, it will start capturing your screen and your voice. So that is how to record screen. Now under review, you have check accessibility, spelling, language, and all of that. You don't have much here. Then under view, you have presentation view, outline view, slide sorter. You want to arrange your slide sorter. We allow this normal view. This view right here is normal view. You still have outline view. You have all of your slide and the content, and you have the slide sorter where you have all of your slide. And in slide sorter view, you can rearrange your slide. You can move slide around, Let's say this is supposed to be second slide, and so on and so forth. So in slide sorter, you can rearrange your slide, and at the bottom here, at the status bar, you have this view. This first one is the normal view. Here is the slide sorter view. Here is the reading view, and here is the slideshow view. So if you want to present your presentation, you click on the slideshow view to present your presentation. So, and under view, another point that is very important, another tab, another command group that is very important is the master slide command group, as you can see. So if you want to create a customized template, let me return back to normal view. If you want to create a customized layout, you can use the slide master to do that. If I click on slide master, for example, and you can see the first one here, I can actually set my title, set the font style. So you can just go to font here and select a customized font. So that will be the font of every title of your layout. Then you can have different levels, like this level. Now we have this color, and we have for the second level this color, and for the third level we have this background highlights, and then we have this color. So you can also insert a layout. Now this is a blank, this is a custom layout, and I can decide to design, a customized slide layout. I can have under insert placeholder, I can have text here. Okay, so I can click on placeholder as well and add pictures. So I can add picture here. I can use Ctrl D to duplicate and move this here. And move this here. Then I'll also go to placeholder to select smart hats. I have smart hat here. So basically you can use the master slide to create a custom slide layout. So I'm going to save this. So I will go to rename and just put my special slide layout. So I'm going to click on rename and close master slide. If I go to my new slide, I'm supposed to see it here. So you can see my special slide layout. So if I click on this, it's going to give me this. So I'll be able to work with this, insert pictures, then I can also insert clippers. So if you have an idea in mind of what your slide should look like, and probably the default slide layout and are not meeting up with how you want your slide to look like, you can create a customized slide layout from master slide that you can use. And if you type any text here, automatically, because we set it to area black, at the top of the PowerPoint presentation you have autosave. The autosave will help you to save automatically in your Microsoft account. If I enable the autosave, how do I turn an autosave? You select your account. Once you select your account, you must be connected. It's telling me that I'm not connected. So if you are connected online and you have Microsoft account, once you turn it off, so anytime you save your work, automatically it saves in your Microsoft account. And if it's turned on, anytime you work, it automatically saves your file. Then if you want to save on your system, you can click on save, and it's going to save it on your system. Then here we have you can click to start your slide presentation from the beginning, and over here we have our quick access toolbar. We have so many tools. New, if you want to create a new presentation, open, email, quick print, print preview, spelling, undo. You can remove and add tools to quick access toolbar, and you can also change the location. You can click on show below and it's right here, or you can click on show above to take it up. Now you also have search. This is available in 2019 and 2021 and in Microsoft 365. So if I have a text, if I go to my insert and I have a text box, if I type computer, for example, and if I want to apply bold to computer and I can't remember the location of bold, I can type bold here and click on bold, and it applies it to my text. So anything you want to do at all, if you cannot remember the location, just type it here and you will be able to apply it. You want to create a new slide, you can just type new slide, and once you click on new slide, it's going to automatically create a new slide for you. Now in 2016 you have something similar to search, but it's not search. I think is it's going to I think is what you want to do, something like that. You're going to see it. You know, it allows you to also perform similar function, and this is my account because I'm signed into my Microsoft account, so it's showing my name. So I'm connected now. If I turn on my autosave, it's going to save my work in the cloud automatically. So it's connecting to the server. So once it's connected, my whatever I'm doing will automatically be saved in my Outlook account. That is the account that is right here. So you can see that it's on now, automatically saving. You don't have to worry about clicking save anymore. Use undo or version history to revert on what I edit. So that will be all for our PowerPoint tutorial. If you follow from the beginning to now, you should be able to work with PowerPoint confidently, because we've touched more than 95% of the features that we have within PowerPoint. I'll be doing other tutorials on PowerPoint advanced feature in details, like the master slide and some other aspects of PowerPoint. Please subscribe to this channel and click on like if you like this video. See you in my next tutorial.